Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special update edition of Spergonomics. It is me, your boy, Mitch, and with me is our guest, probably for a record time, Mr. British Knight. Although for some reason he's now... Hello, you're also known as Veneta Captionem, so what does that mean? I think it might mean knight or something in Latin, I'm not sure. Speaking of... oh, and you need a sound effect for yourself. Crap. I didn't think about it. Okay, how about... Ah, fuck it, this one.
Yes.
There you go. You're a Scandi now. And, speaking of... Oh my god. How are you, Alkazai?
Why are you running?
Oh, wrong one.
Why are you gay?
Oh my god, seriously? Do I have to play this?
Here we go. Not funny. Different map.
Oh yeah, well, how about this one then?
There's the horny. No horny allowed.
No, I will bonk you all. There you go. I thought you were going to say, play with yourself then. I'm playing with myself, how dare you. But anyway, and speaking of Christians, how you with us again is Mr. Chicago Liberal. And unfortunately, we have to bring the people a sad update. After much deliberation, due to various factors, guys, this is serious. Well, I'm not joking. None of us are joking. The podcast is going to end after next week. We've got one final guest, Short Fat Otaku. He will be on. He will be appearing hopefully on Sunday because I can't do the Saturday because I've had my work rota, and I will be finishing too late on the Saturday, so we won't be able to do it that late. So hopefully on Sunday it will happen, and then after that this podcast will retire and be archived on my channel in the playlist. I need to add all the other episodes, but then after that there will be no podcast anymore. We will still obviously stream with each other and collaborate and be friends. It's not a creative difference, it's purely to do with stuff outside of the podcast. If anything, it's got nothing to do with our personalities or anything like that. Like, let's get that out of the way. You'll still be able to see Chicago on podcasts. He's got a new one with our guest, hasn't he? Do you want to explain what that's about, you two?
Thursdays and Sundays, though that is subject to change because my rota for my new schedule is not set in stone. See my update video for more details. And yeah, we're going to be doing a current affairs podcast twice a week, and it's Chicago Liberal is going to be my long-term co-host.
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't, by the way, apparently people couldn't hear you guys, but I fixed it. There's always a mistake somewhere.
Oh, shit.
But anyway,
I didn't know you guys were starting a podcast. This is new to me.
Yeah. Well, I knew that British Knight was doing something, but I didn't know it was like with Chicago. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
good. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should
Thank you very much.
Should be good. If you need tips on recording equipment and techniques, you know where you are. You know where I am. But those of you who didn't hear,
irony poison.
Yes, I do know where I am.
I mean, where I am.
If you need an irony poison zoomer to completely derail the conversation, you know where I'm at.
Jesus.
But for those of you who didn't hear, because apparently we had some audio issues, which I fixed, you guys should be able to hear the guests and the co-hosts. There's going to be a new podcast with British Knight and Chicago Liberal. They'll be hosting it. It's kind of like a current affairs one, and I think it's going to be pre-recorded, kind of like Dumping with Scrump. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's twice a week. Currently Wednesday and Sunday, though that is subject to change. See my update video on my channel for more details. And currently it's going to be airing at 9 o'clock, and it's going to be it's going to be me and Chicago Liberal, and we're just going to be shooting the shit and talking about what's been going on in the world over the past few days.
Excellent. And,
Yep.
As for me, there'll just be more videos. There'll probably be more solo streams, and honestly, it's just about getting my head down and trying to get more stuff out as best as I can. I've currently, how far am I actually? I think I'm about nearly 3/4 of the way through another video, which is going to hopefully be a doozy. It was reacting to Rose of Dawn's recent TV appearance on Good Morning Britain, and to be honest, I honestly didn't need to say as much as I did, so I'm cutting down some of that, of what I'm saying, not what everybody else is saying, because honestly, like, she was really good. Somehow George Galloway was amazing. Have you three? I know British Knight's seen it, but did you and did Alcazar and Chicago Liberal see it? Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I saw
No.
part of the interview pop up on my Twitter timeline, but I didn't see I didn't watch the.
So like basically everybody see it. Well,
Whole
most
thing,
people
but I
have seen
didn't
it.
care to.
So like George Galloway's on. He's, for those the Americans who don't know, he's like a old school. Like, he's basically a commie at this point. Like, his new party is now called the Workers' Party of Britain. Let's just say something, right? But he was really good on the free speech thing. Like, I don't know if he's ever been consistent on it, but he was really good on this. And he was basically saying, look, all we're doing is we're arguing about a book we've not read, and in particular people trying to cancel J.K. Rowling. And not only that, it's fiction. Why are we doing this? Why are we trying to censor fiction? It's not real. Don't buy it. Because all they're going to do is, all this outrage is going to make people buy it. He said he expects it to be in the bestsellers list, which I've been saying. And like, I couldn't find anything to disagree with him. I could only try to expand on it. And then it was him and Rose was trying to say things from the trans perspective, at least from her own perspective anyway. And she says what she always says about those things, very good stuff. But the guy who they were debating, he was the only SJW one, the only activist, which is unusual. But it's Piers Morgan's show, so he will be outnumbered. And he basically was trying to say that, I know it's not a trans person in this book that's the bad guy that's killing the women, because it's about a serial killer, this one, who dresses in women's clothes. I know it's basically a transvestite, but it's still transphobic because people are ignorant and don't know the difference. I'm paraphrasing, which is silly because this is the UK. We know the difference. We've been to pantomimes and things like that.
You've been tortured to know the difference.
Well, we already knew anyway, so he's just pretending to speak on something that he doesn't know anything about anyway, which is what people think. And I can tell you that I've never met somebody who didn't know the difference, so there's that. And within the first 4 minutes, Piers Morgan had already defeated him anyway, so it was just a case of, please stop, he's already dead. It really was, like...
Imagine losing a debate to Piers Morgan, though.
Well, when it comes to them, he's very good.
Imagine giving Piers Morgan the time of day on literally fucking anything.
But like, he couldn't link the character to trans people and then claim it was transphobic. He couldn't. It was just, it is because I say it is, and all these other people. Cancel culture is a lie. Deal with it. It is because it is. It's like, no. Well, you can't say that. It's ridiculous. So that my video is going to be responding to that, and then I don't know what the future will hold. I think I do need to finish a script. And then I've got to try and work on some projects, potentially. Try and get something done. Other than that, just trying to get stuff out. So, Alkazai, what about your plans?
For what?
Post-podcast?
I don't know. College.
Obviously. Anything else you're going to try and stream with other people?
I've been starting to think about starting a stream of my own where I just interview Twitter personalities. But, like, I don't have time for that.
Not at the moment.
What, Globe Twitter?
No, not just Globe Twitter. Also, like, just anybody on Twitter that I find mildly interesting, but who is almost exclusively on Twitter. But yeah, it will be probably Globe Twitter.
Jesus.
In a lot of cases, because those are most of my friends on Twitter. And I guess also some of the Drooligans, but whatever.
You need to get more people to just globe Twitter though, because those guys are just cringe.
I know, no, the Drooligans, you know, the
who?
People of the Islamic faith.
Oh, the Druze, right? Why did they call themselves Drooligans or whatever? Drooligans.
Because we're a cult.
Bruh.
Surrounded by the best Twitter account at AOC Ummies.
Do I have to play Just a Meme Dick?
I'm face palming right now.
It sounds like someone posting cringe. It's just a meme, Dick. Sit down.
Now the whole Soviet Union knows you posted cringe, Alkazai.
I'm making British Knight over here a Drooligan. I told him to follow him.
Who is Drew?
Whatever you say, cringe Kazai.
Drew Kazai. So anyway, British Knight, you have some topics you want to discuss.
Yeah, hold on, let me get the list up because I sent them to you not long ago.
I was reading up on our DMs anyway, so I know what it is. There's one about the Labour Party. Actually, there's two interlinked ones we can go through. So it's the one with Labour Party taking advantage over the Conservatives with the lockdowns, and there's news on that as well. You've probably seen the polls. And there was another one which is just about how regional lockdowns, which is linked to the Labour one. And then there's the Democrats trying to get involved in the Brexit negotiations, right? Was that the one?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, I would like to do the Democrats one first because I think Alcazar might be somewhat interested in this.
Yes.
The Democrats are essentially trying to nudge their way into the post-Brexit negotiations by basically saying we're going to try, or essentially they're going to try and hold up the US-UK free trade agreement if the UK doesn't adhere to the Good Friday Agreement, despite the fact that nothing we've done so far endangers the Good Friday Agreement in any way whatsoever. Not to mention the US didn't have much to do with the Good Friday Agreement in the first place, at least not as much as they claim they did.
No,
I have a lot of Irish people.
Yeah, because the thing is, and I don't think it's like the worst stipulation to have, because like you don't want a second trouble, so I don't think they're entirely wrong to be concerned that shit could start up again.
One thing I know about the Northern Irish is that they're fed up of all that crap. They're fed up of the troubles, fed up of the paras. They just want peace. And all the stuff that's gone on in the interim, like the intermittent like bombings and shootings and weird stuff like that, it's only been isolated like splinter groups, and they don't actually have the support of either community. So the Democrats have literally nothing to worry about. Americans have nothing to worry about. Nobody has anything to worry about on that front. It's just concern.
Yeah, it's literally just EU shit stirring at this point.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, if anything, she wants that to happen, and the EU want that to happen.
Yeah, it's literally nothing that's been proposed by the current UK government endangers the Good Friday Agreement in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Compromise Northern Irish independence, that's what I say. We make Northern Ireland its own independent country.
No, they don't want to be. They want to be part of the union.
Compromise nobody wants.
The majority want to be part of the union.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, it's not only that, but the people who don't want to be part of the union are more than capable, are more essentially have free reign to go to the Republic if they want to.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because is it anybody in Northern Ireland can apply for Irish citizenship?
They're dual citizens until the age 21, in which case they have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair.
Although you can have both, I think.
Wait, you can't. Wait, you can't just be like an Irish UK dual citizen.
You can.
No, you. Here's the thing: you can. They have to choose by age 21. If they're a UK citizen, they can still be a dual citizen. If they're an Irish citizen, then they're just an Irish citizen.
Computer Pterodactyl is saying United Ireland within the United Kingdom. Edgy.
How
Steady
about
on now,
United
son.
Ireland? United Ireland, but like break off from the UK.
No, that's never going to happen.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. No, it should.
Shut up, Yank.
How
It
about
really shouldn't
United
happen.
Ireland, but a U.S. state?
Even
Oh,
worse, you don't.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You
No,
wouldn't want that.
no,
No, because the actual Irish will end up murdering the plastic paddies, and you don't want that.
Actually, are you sure about that? I'm joking, Irish Americans. But they are plastic paddies.
Let's spit out me fucking drink, you asshole.
I'm
spit out-
Irish. My great
What the fuck was
granddad on my
that?
mother's side
Yeah,
was
but
Irish.
spit up a fucking drink.
Oh god. But yeah, you wouldn't. There's a lot of countries you wouldn't want as the 51st state or 50th. I don't know. Technically,
We have 50 states, Mitch.
technically you've got 40 something because Massachusetts is like
Alberta
a
should be
Commonwealth.
the 51st state. Change my mind.
It's true though. Technically,
No, Mitch, we have 50 states.
Technically, Massachusetts is a Commonwealth. I've seen QI.
Technically, so is Kentucky.
Yes, exactly.
And like 30 other states.
How about the USA? Steady on now, Makuta. We're getting into pie in the sky territory. Let's start closer to
USA
home.
becoming UK colonies.
Well, there was a
No,
plan for that in the
no,
1860s. funnily enough.
No.
48 states and 2 Commonwealths. Thank you, Makuta. Okay, they're technically states, but they're not really. Compromise.
They're in states in every other way, shape, and form except for the name. They call themselves Commonwealths because they want to feel special.
Well,
Well,
I say
Massachusetts calls itself a Commonwealth due to historical reasons, and Kentucky just wants to be special.
Not this time. We created it. Not this time.
Go.
Fucking goddamn it,
Jonathan
Mitch.
Frakes has spoken.
It never happened.
Never happened. It's false.
What show is that from?
You made
again?
it up.
It's called Fact or Fiction, I think. Or is it Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction? One of them two. I don't know. Just look up Fact or Fiction, Jonathan Frakes, and you'll probably find it. Virginia was effectively the fifth nation of the UK till 1776. Kind of. That's more Georgia, I would say. So,
What about Virginia and Georgia?
Virginia? Makuta Pterodactyl is saying that Virginia was basically the fifth nation of the United Kingdom until 1776.
Pretty much.
Or they could argue
Oh,
Pennsylvania
shit, I also
because it was actually owned by
mention-
people. You know, the state was owned by a
Oh,
family.
the other.
Mm.
I forgot. The other activities I'll probably be involved in after the podcast is going on Politicrat streams.
And agreeing with
Good luck
Ray.
with that.
Well, Ray was only in that one. I don't know how often more she's gonna be in.
You
that.
need to troll her. Like you have
I
to...
know that Politicrats just wants me to be on the stream with Ray for me to have like beef with her, but that
Yeah.
implies that
Yeah,
I
I
actually
wanna
give enough of a crap
wanna
to go and listen to a word of what she says.
Yeah, but that's because she's fakes being Japanese and you are actually part Japanese.
Yeah.
She's faking.
No, she's not Japanese.
What
It's
is
fairly well known that she isn't actually Japanese. She just
No,
pretends to be.
She's
What
like Indian,
flavor of
right?
Asian is she?
Indian, right? Southwest Asian. Sorry.
I don't know. I know she's not. I know she's not Japanese, and that she's a random Japanese name, and her profile picture is of a Japanese model.
Yeah, I think she's Indian.
A model which my uncle has actually interviewed, by the way.
Is there anybody from
hate.
Japan your uncle has not interviewed?
Yes. around 99.8% of the population.
Yeah, but he's
Wait.
interviewed all the celebrities.
Was your dad? Wait, I mean, sorry. Is your uncle like a fucking journalist or something?
No, he's a radio host and a TV host for NHK.
NHK. What's that?
The main TV and radio provider for Japan.
Oh, that's cool. What's? All right, I didn't know that.
Radio,
Oh,
yo!
He's been doing that since the early 90s, I think.
What's his name? I think I could probably find him. on
I'm not
Google.
going to dox my family name on the stream.
No, just DM it to me. I'll look at it later.
Yeah, sure, I'll go DM it to you after the stream.
But it's all going to be in Japanese,
I
though, so you won't be able to understand it, guys. Except for Chicago. He will.
Yeah, the Wikipedia's in Japanese, so...
I'm freaking learning.
Google Translate.
You're such a weeb. I tried to learn, though. I'm not going to lie. I tried to learn Japanese.
Ew! What are you, fucking gay?
I know you are.
What do you be?
The
God,
irony
what-
in that statement.
Okay.
Akazai.
Oh, whoa! I never tried to learn Japanese because I was a fucking weeb.
I was not a weeb.
Yeah, but
I
you're
just like the
gay.
culture. Yeah, you are.
Why are you gay?
I am not gay. I merely have sex with men as a hobby. At times,
Here's the horny.
I've
No horny allowed.
relationships with women and sex with men.
Alkazai, that's one bonk to your name.
it's not gay if you're. It's not gay if it's a femboy.
No gay.
Yeah,
It's
that I
actually
would agree with.
very gay if it's a femboy,
That is
but
very
alright.
gay. They're not even women.
It's not gay if you're a femboy and you're the one on top. That's according to Scotch Oikos. Those are his words.
Scott
He's-
Oikos is gay.
He's Greek as well, so no wonder he says that.
He's Canadian too, which automatically makes him gay.
Bonk, bonk.
Femboy.
That's- Also, you're getting a bit quiet, Alkazai. I think your mouth's moving away from your mic.
Sorry, I'm moving away from my mic. Yeah. Oh, also, I got a NATO flag in my room.
Of
You've got a
course you
NATO
do.
flag. It could be worse. It could be the
Yeah, 'cause
EU.
I like NATO. I think NATO's base.
Well, except for Turkey.
Could be worse, could be Germany.
Well, I also I'm starting a flag collection, and I just wanted a NATO flag real bad.
I'd like if
Whenever I
Turkey
get
was-
Simp for NATO.
I do simp for NATO. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh dear, I've got a simp one somewhere.
International trade is fine. International cooperation with the world hegemon is cringe.
It is.
No, that's actually based though. Globalism is based. I'm sorry, I can't.
Globalization is big. Globalism, not so much.
I'm sorry, but
No, you're not.
globalism is cool. You're right. I'm not sorry.
You're truly one of the most. God damn it, Alkazai.
Don't fucking lie to me.
You're right. I'm not sorry. Globalism is cool. So is NATO. The EU is kind of cringe, but I'm not against the EU in and of itself.
I am because it has Germans in it
And the French.
and the French,
That's a fair point. That is a very fair point.
You know what you're
and they're
making
not
me
servant nations.
Chicago.
Fetch me musket.
What?
Fetch me musket.
Okay.
Because Alkazai needs a shooting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a based globalist. I can't help it.
You can't be based in
I'm
being a
s-
globalist.
I'm
it's not how
sorry.
this
I
works.
have the correct opinions. I can't help it.
That's another bonk. There you go.
God, Mitch, you're having way too much fun with this, and it's
Yes.
making me. It's really
no
annoying
fun
me.
allowed.
No fun allowed.
No
Unless
fun
it's me
allowed.
making fun of you.
Nice opinion.
No, that's a fucking amazing video, by the way.
What?
I've got 45
Nice
seconds. on it.
opinion.
No, Hatsune Miku is my favorite YouTube video of all time. The fucking
Or in the
Domino's
house is my
commercial.
favorite anime.
No,
So shut
no,
the fuck up.
Hatsune Miku, the Domino's commercial with Hatsune Miku from like 2013. That's the funniest fucking one.
Yes.
That's that. I'm sorry. Like anything else.
My
is
favorite part is
every-
it's an actual fucking thing too.
Every other form of media is inferior to that. I'm sorry. I will die on this hill.
You are weird.
Reject modernity, embrace Hatsune.
Reject modernity, embrace Hatsune Miku Dominoes.
I can't believe you're into
Reject modernity.
VTubers and you're accusing me of being a weeb. I don't watch VTubers.
I don't like.
I'm
it
just a
because-
nationalist, okay? Shut the
Bruh.
fuck up.
Man, you don't understand why this is so funny. It's
Bruh.
this really, really white dude from like New York, I think, who's just talking about how you can fucking order a pizza and play Hatsune Miku on like an iPhone 4S. It's so hilarious. You don't understand.
It's peak neoliberal, okay?
It is peak neoliberalism for one, and on top of that, it's just you're not cultured enough, Mitch. That's why you don't
No,
understand.
I'm just not stupid enough. That's
Peak consume.
It's not even like consume. It's just
bloody
so
consumer.
stupid.
What do
'Cause
want
you
me to
have
do,
to-
No,
consume?
it is consumed because it's a pizza commercial, dude.
No, because the thing is, okay, I don't like it because it's a pizza commercial. I like it because it's like some corporate dude who doesn't understand what the fuck Hatsune Miku is and probably thinks whatever it is degenerate. But he's like, but he has to like sell it. He has to pretend he gives a shit. One, he gives a shit, and two, that he likes it. And so you could just see this man in complete agony, being like, "Fun with Hatsune Miku with your
You
pizza."
realize that it's not even just a dude, it's the fucking president of Domino's.
Oh, yeah, it's the president of Domino's Japan. Or was. Because I think he either retired or died.
He's probably still alive.
Here's the thing: on like most like Japanese advertisements that use salarymen like really robotic.
That's also because they're likely just shit-faced while doing it because they're salary.
Because if you actually watch like live streams for like Nintendo and that, they're the same. It's really really formal, really robotic. Like there's no personality to it whatsoever, unless it's the game devs, in which case like Sakurai for Super Smash, and then it does actually have personality to it because they're used to doing it.
Well, and they also actually care for more than just profit.
Yeah. That's why I prefer the advertisements for Nintendo of America, because they actually have people that are willing to have a laugh and get involved.
My body is ready.
Yeah, Doug Bowser.
I miss Reggie. I never thought I'd say that.
Reggie Phil's anime.
My body's ready.
What a guy.
I didn't know that was him.
Reg.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go in. I need to get back to playing. Fucking.
You alright?
Yeah, it's fucking. Like, I got halfway through saying a meme, and then I broke down because I fucking. It's really. I just really enjoy it because it's fucking peak Reggie.
He was a good meme, but now he's retired, and now he's a dead meme. Speaking of dead memes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died.
Oh shit, it did happen, didn't it?
And this is what I thought.
Jesus
about.
Christ, Mitch!
What?
Speaking of dead memes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Was that a segue or what? and by the way, that's not the end of it. This is what was playing in my head when I heard she passed.
That's actually terrible.
I know.
Yeah, come on, Mitch.
Hey, it's not
Like,
Spergonomics
I'll at
without
least
something.
respect the dead for like 2 minutes, and then I'll go back to making
Come
fun
on,
of them.
at least wait 2 days, then shit on it.
Was that too soon? Was the body not yet cold enough?
Yes.
Ah, well, you know, the whole point of a joke is timing. What's that? Like comedian
Sex
says,
jokes are funny. Period.
Well, the crowd likes it. That's all that matters. But anyway, what I haven't done though is be political about it though. Obviously, I'm making fun of her, and I shouldn't. But I didn't make a political joke, because what's worse is then immediately after she died, the Democrats and some Republicans too. Let's be fair. We're already like deciding, oh, now we need to make sure that we get this person into the White House as fast as possible. Then the Democrats are like, oh, she should have retired from during Obama's presidency.
Whoa! That was only one fucking tweet. Those are only like fucking rose tards that are saying that. That's not like most Democrats.
I'm not saying it's most. I'm just saying Democrats and Republicans have been saying political stuff after she died when it's probably not the best time. That's all I'm saying. Calm down. It's just
Fucking
a meme, Dick.
Mitch McConnell.
Just a meme, Dick. Sit down.
But no, like, they shouldn't
down.
be. They shouldn't be. That should be a conversation afterwards. But oh well, we're gonna have it now, because it is a significant death, unfortunately. The woman could have just retired and lived in Hawaii and battled the cancer and spent time with family. But no.
Retire, live in Hawaii, and fucking die.
Well, at least it won't be a stressful death, because being a Supreme Court justice it's not a good job. I mean, who's the other one that died recently? Clarence Thomas, was it?
Clarence Thomas is still alive. The other one that died was Antonin Scalia.
Oh right, he was one.
Anton?
Right. Oh, he retired.
No, Justice
didn't he?
Robert Kennedy retired. He didn't die.
Ah right, okay. I thought he was. Oh, I'm thinking of another black guy. Sorry.
Thurgood Marshall died 50 years ago.
Yeah, Thurgood Marshall is definitely fucking cold.
His body's cold. Shit on him, whatever you want, whatever. I don't care.
Well,
he has a shit airport named for him.
So,
which airport is named after him?
Now,
Baltimore's.
Good morning, Baltimore. Every day is like an open door. Every night's like a fantasy.
Now,
never go full goofy, guys.
Oh fuck! I'll do it again.
Reject modernity, embrace goofy.
I'll fucking do it again.
I'll do it again.
Hang on, I've got it somewhere.
Have you seen the freaking Have you seen the freaking lo-fi Korean War? Have you seen the lo-fi Korean War Mickey Mouse Goofy animation?
I've not seen it.
What?
No, not Korean War, Vietnam even.
Wait,
I've seen fucking Yoda gets drafted to serve in Vietnam ASMR.
Crush my heart with a rock, I must.
Maximum pain he must endure.
Commies he must chuck from choppers.
Okay, here we go.
Now, I've seen an anime and it's like, I think it's penguins, and it's set in like post-Vietnam, and there's like a scene where he's remembering being in Vietnam and his comrades are actually dying. It's the weirdest thing, and I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it was entirely.
Lo-fi Mickey Mouse Vietnam. What the
Is it a
fuck?
flashback? Oh my god!
Have you seen the fucking fan? Have you seen the fucking Diary of a Wimpy Kid fanfic where Greg Heffley goes to Vietnam? That's fucking
What?
hilarious.
Oh my god!
There's another one where he comes out as bisexual.
Of course he does. That's
No,
not
but
somebody
it-
who
This is
would
why I
write.
don't like fanfics.
Yeah,
No, the fanfic's actually really good.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
why
even
would
like
you come out as
central
bi
focus
in
of
the
the
army?
story.
It's the don't ask, don't tell reel back then, wasn't it?
No, these are two separate stories.
Oh, so wait. Oh, never mind. I'm getting confused.
Oh, don't pretend some soldiers don't hammer it in each other's jacksies.
Yeah, no, that's more the Navy. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
dude, that's so stupid to like believe otherwise. Come on.
No, that's the Navy, really. Let's be honest. And the Marines.
That's a stereotype. They all do it. They're all as bad as each other.
Yeah, they're all degenerates.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Being gay isn't degenerate. It's based because you're hating women,
What?
because you're sexually repulsed by them. Gay men are the elite in true rule society. Thanks for
No.
talk.
No, the people. No, the politicians should only be allowed to make decisions after post-nut clarity.
Post not clarity.
No. The only people.
So basically, you want every politician to be a Kennedy now?
the only people that should be allowed to be politicians are gay men because they are higher above us, right? They are sexually repulsed by women. They only seek love from other men. They are clearly above us. They're the ultimate form of misogyny.
Well, anyway, what I was going to say was that the Democrats have a point that it would be hypocritical for the Republicans to appoint someone so early, especially before an election, because they were the ones who were trying to stop it happening before, when it was Obama's end of his second term, and they were trying to get they were trying to get Trump elected. But unfortunately, that's not how politics works. So the Republicans are definitely going to try and get one in as fast as possible, and I don't blame them for doing so, even though I do agree that it's hypocritical. But another thing is, like, they really need to appoint a good one, because Kavanaugh and this other guy, is it Gorsuch? Is it, or Gorsuch?
Gorsuch.
Gorsuch.
Yeah, Gorsuch or something.
They're wishy-washy wets, basically. Let's be honest. After all the shit Kavanaugh went through and all the stuff we heard, he's not even a moderate. He's like beyond that. He's not even a proper conservative. Basically, he's been so moderate and wet. Like, Trump really needs to get somebody in that will make an actual decision for his party, not somebody who could easily sway it against him. You know. So there's been talk of this. Who's this woman that they've been talking about? Because for some reason it has to be a woman to replace another woman, which is so stupid. But whatever. You know?
Well, the thing is, her name is fuck, I forget her name. It's Amy Barrett, I think. Well, she was considered for cabinet.
Her initials are ACB, so that's what I just call her.
Oh yeah, whatever. It's Amy Barrett. She was considered for Kavanaugh's position, but she said but Trump supposedly said if Ruth dies or retires or whatever, you'll take her place.
Apparently she's like is it an objectionist or something?
Objectivist?
Like no, not objectivist. It's something else. It's like.
Let's say if she was an objectivist, that would be fucking.
No. It's like she's kind of part of the Federalist Society or something. I forgot her name. Amy Combs Barrett. That's.
Oh, an originalist.
Originalist. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. And also a Catholic, which is, but oh well.
Yeah, that's pretty. She's a conservative Catholic kind of.
Yeah, no papists, please. But oh well.
Yeah. Anglican gang. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Anglo.
How about no religion gang? No religion gang.
You.
That's French commie talk there.
No.
Stop it.
That's based Hume talk. I'll have you know.
No.
Hey, David Hume was based and not French, so. But regardless, she's an originalist, and she's like, isn't she like dead pro for Second Amendment? So that's another nail in the coffin for Democrats' anti-Second Amendment talk. So they'll never get that through the Supreme Court. Other than that, like, anybody else who could make a good justice?
I don't know enough about this, so I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not that well versed in Supreme Court justice appointments, so I don't really have much of an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Although I really do not like Madison v. Marbury, so I just don't like the Supreme Court. If you don't know what it is, you should look it up, and you'll see why I don't like it.
You can be an atheist and not believe in the multiverse. The multiverse is a scientific theory. Like, I don't know if the multiverse is a thing or not. So what am I then? But Alexei, what about you? Do you believe in the multiverse?
What?
Well, somebody in the chat saying that atheism operates on the belief of the multiverse, which is not true. It's simply a lack of belief in God or gods or goddesses even. So, like, you don't need the multiverse, you know. You don't have to believe in that. There's no evidence for it anyway, as far as I know. But anyway, what else was it you wanted to talk about British Night?
I'm struggling to remember here because I'm fucking shattered.
It was the lockdowns.
Do you have the list?
Yeah, you wanted to talk about the lockdowns, didn't you?
Yeah, local lockdowns. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the UK has decided to start instituting, rather than a national lockdown like we had from March till June, now instituting local lockdowns to start to combat small rises in cases in certain areas. However, this isn't taking into account that the death rate isn't going up at all, which, despite new cases supposedly coming up, but in truth, a lot of the newer cases are to do simply with the fact that we have better testing.
Because that was the thing that I was thinking about. Like, is it new testing? Is it legitimate cases that have popped up as a kind of second wave? That was
But I don't think it is legitimate cases because, like I said, the death rate isn't going up. The death rate has been in single figures for literally weeks now.
Well, you have to look at the positivity rate. If the positivity rate's going up, that means there's an organic rise in cases rather than just more people getting tested. So it's like the positivity going up.
Well, I don't think they're actually recording that in this country's data. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, they aren't? Why the fuck are they aren't? That
because
seems like really
it's
stupid.
the UK, that's why.
Because the lockdown data has been fucking false and not peer reviewed from day fucking one. That's why.
Jesus Christ! Every state has like, and here in the US, every fucking local level has like the positivity rate recorded.
You forget we have a wet fucking liberal conservative party, and then we have a literal communist party on the fucking left. Like, we are further to the left than you.
And you're also forgetting that all the crap science came from our country. Like the lockdown stuff was a British scientist who couldn't even abide by his own rules.
You couldn't even abide by his own lockdown recommendations.
Yeah, he got horny.
Yeah, he went to shag someone else's wife.
Based, Chad.
No, that's a hypocritical oath. The ontological argument. Okay, bro.
Shagging somebody else's wife is a power move.
Do you even read Heimerdinger?
Did you even read Loki?
Did you even read Locke?
We're not talking about freaking Carl of Applebee's here.
No.
Carl
but anyway, I'm like, we've had where I am, we've had a regional lockdown, although some places have slowly been removed from it. So like, I think Trafford was removed from it. One of the others, I think maybe Oldham, I'm not sure. I forgot which areas it was. But Salford is now like a hot... Well, it says it has hot spots. Last I checked, whatever that means. Is that particular areas of Salford? I think that's what they're trying to say. And also, even as lockdown is eased, our Lord Mayor, or just the Mayor in general, thingy... what the fuck's the idiot called? Mayor of Greater Manchester. Fucking Andy Burnham is telling the people to ignore the easing of the lockdown. Like, no. And not only that, there's talk that we may actually go back into lockdown for 2 weeks, isn't there? Like, back into
fucking
full lockdown.
Why? I
know. Well, it's because they're all spineless. That's why, and they're listening to people who don't know what they're on about. Like, for once, we need Swedish experts. Because they're the ones who seem to know what they're doing. I don't know. So... No.
Damn, you know that your country has really fucked up when you have to turn to Sweden?
Yeah, but they actually have got it right. Like, it's undeniable. They've done better than anybody. So, we all should be turning to Sweden.
How? They have the highest case rates in Europe, don't they?
No.
Besides the Belgians?
No. I don't think so.
No, they actually don't really have any more deaths.
No, they don't. They fucked up with the elderly, but everybody did. Like, they also did the let's put them in care homes when they shouldn't have done that. But by and large, the way they had the way they dealt with the crisis. Whoops, sorry guys, was miles better because they didn't go for a lockdown, which technically speaking they couldn't constitutionally anyway because of certain laws. But not only that, the experts were like, look, they don't work. They make people feel worse, and they don't stop the disease spreading. We're gonna trust in the people and just give advice and things like that, and lo and behold, it worked. So anyway, that leads on to something else you wanted to talk about, British Night, wasn't it? About the Labour Party.
Remind me again.
it was something. Labour's using the lockdown as a opportunity to bash the Conservatives, right? To chip away at their lead.
Basically, Labour are using this as an excuse to bash them about the economy, despite the fact that they argued for a full-on lockdown in the first place. And they were the one that were bashing them about not doing the lockdown when they wanted to go with the herd immunity plan.
Mm-hmm.
And now that they had the inevitable consequences of the lockdown have come, as they always were going to, they're basically saying, well, you ruined the economy, even though this was always going to happen. We were spending money we didn't have on welfare programs we didn't need in a lockdown that was based on faulty data.
And not only that, they're now ahead of the Tories. Whether or not that's a lot of people are saying, "Oh no, this is it now." Despite all that Brexit and all the other stuff that's going to happen, they're going to lose their lead from now on, and come the next election in 2024, they're going to lose. Even though we've got 3 years of stuff that could happen in the meantime, anyway, which people forget. People are fickle and change their minds constantly, as we know. They are. We forget that Labour would have kept us in lockdown even longer. We'd still be in lockdown now if it was up to Keir Starmer, and yet people are now saying, "Oh, we want Labour over Tories because of this." See, Boris should really have gone with the herd immunity thing instead of giving them a bone and acquiescing. And apparently,
the thing is, I think he should have went with the Swedish plan, because here's the thing, like, even if Sweden's plan wasn't perfect, it was a hindsight better than what everyone else went with, because it allowed them to go about their lives relatively well while also protecting those who were vulnerable.
Pretty much. I don't trust polls, as you guys know. I would rather wait until the actual results of an election before we start.
Why do you not trust the polls?
I've told you why so many times. Because they often.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Yes,
I'm not wrong.
The polls were accurate in 2016. Fucking spare me.
weren't.
Fucking, I will fight to the death on this one.
Polls are used.
They were so accurate. Then why did Hillary lose?
Oh my god, because for one, you're talking about general election models, right? Which are different than fucking polling.
No,
those are
they were
not
literally
the same
polled.
thing.
There was literally polls that were saying that she was going to win. Wasn't?
Yeah, she won. Oh, she won that. Oh, most of the polls said Hillary Clinton was going to win the national vote, and they were fucking right. She won by 3.2%.
Well, regardless, I don't trust them, and they certainly. Also, in this country, they were suggesting that the Tories were going to lose, or there's going to be like a hung parliament or something in the last election. I wasn't sure. They were very close, but then it turned out to be a landslide, and the polls suggested that Brexit was going to remain. The referendum, and it wasn't. It was a Brexit. It was obviously Brexit happened. So why should I trust polls? And polls are only there to to create opinion, not to inform it.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say polls influence opinion just as much as they display opinion.
Mm-hmm. That's what Peter Hitchens says. One of the few things he gets right. But yeah, I'd rather wait until the actual date of the election anyway, or if one turns up anyway, because you never know with what will happen with this country. But I think the fact that people are now, because I know why, because they're fickle, but the fact that they're now saying Labour's the better alternative just shows how fucked we are. That the party that would do it even worse and fuck it up even worse is apparently a better alternative to people. Like, they have such short memories. But yeah, as the Lord himself, Black Lord of Fenrir, says, individual polls are useless. It's aggregates that are more accurate. But even then, I prefer to wait till the actual result. So anything else you would like to talk about, Mr. Knight?
Well, we've covered pretty much everything I wanted to talk about.
Well, I would like to talk about something, and that is
what's that? How
does one begin to basically convince the government from where we are to stop the lockdown, because it's pretty clear that things aren't improving and we need to somehow change the situation, because we can't just sit here on our asses and complain about it every day, right? Every hour. Action needs to be taken, but we need to figure out how we're going to do the action and what kind of tactics we can use to influence the government and to overturn it, basically. And like, how do we do it? Like, I've been thinking about this a lot, like, because
hang a public servant a day until it gets done.
That'd be very nice, but unfortunately that is not going to happen. And also, I disavow such violence. Just so you know, YouTube.
No, you don't.
I mean, it gets their
You
attention.
do, but you don't.
I disavow. Actually, no. This is my.
Don't
true
tell me
opinion.
you wouldn't want to take one of those Home Office ponces and kick them off a building.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Now that was timing. But no, like, I was thinking, like, Saul Alinsky, right, in Rules for Radicals, said that once it was some kind of protest that he was doing. I think it was against segregation, it might have been something else entirely. And what he did was he got a load of people into a shop, because I think they were the target of the protest. And there were so many people in it, of the people that they didn't like, I think they were African Americans, that they couldn't do anything. They couldn't kick him out or stuff like that. And I think it worked or something. Like, I was thinking, if we just get loads of people without masks in shops and stuff, hypothetically speaking, I'm not suggesting we do that, but like, he would suggest that, wouldn't he? You get a load of people, go into shops, and make it difficult for them to enforce it. But how do you do it countrywide? Like, it's good on the local level, but the nationwide level, not so sure. That would require a big network, you know.
Well, I guess y'all should start making that big network, I think.
I wish I could, though. But one of the main problems I've had for years with this YouTube thing, and political YouTube is a wide thing, which is left alright, but specifically non-leftists, there's no networking. There's cliques that are forming. We make friends, but we don't network. We don't do activism, you know. Like when Sargon tried to, you know, I'll give him credit for this. When he tried to do the liberalist thing, people just mocked him or didn't join in. Like, some did. But imagine the networks that could have been created through that. And I can see why he was trying to... I think it was the wrong move in hindsight, but I can see why he was trying to attach the liberalists as a kind of like almost like a caucus in UKIP, because he wanted to influence the mainstream in in real life. He was trying to do something, but it backfired, mainly because of the party he picked, and again, people on our side of the aisle just don't do anything. They just sit around and hope that there's one big video. Hang on a sec, guys. I'll just be right back. Hang on a sec, guys. Sorry, guys.
You lost the host.
Sorry, guys. I have to end it early. The shopping's here.
Oh.
So anyway, it was.
Alright.
It was fun having you guys. We'll be on next week. Sorry, we really have to end it here. I'll see you later, guys.
All right, bye.